Bill Irvine was a private individual. He didn't live a life of luxury, loved a good joke, and had a very hearty belly laugh, and loved his business. York Barbell was his life's passion. Born on January 30th, 1937, in the city of Toronto, Bill was raised by his mother Dorothea and his father, Dr. Archibald Duncan Irvine. Bill's father unfortunately passed away at a very young age, leaving his mother to raise Bill and younger brother Ian on her own. Growing up, Bill did play team sports, but it was in 1952 at the age of 15 that he found his passion for bodybuilding and started to focus on his individual goals as a weightlifter and bodybuilder. As a younger teenager, Bill trained in his backyard and at Ron's gym with his friends. The passion for the sport of weightlifting and bodybuilding had such an impact on Bill that at the age of 16, he started to sell exercise equipment as a hobby and added source of income. His dedication and discipline towards the sport eventually led him to winning the title of Mr. Junior Eastern Canada in February of 1956, and then, in December of 1956, at the age of 19, winning the prestigious title of Mr. Junior Canada for both bodybuilding and strength, in an era where competitors had to showcase their physiques and perform feats of strength. It was in 1958, while attending Ryerson University, that Bill met Mary. They would later marry in 1960 and were married for over 61 years. With the love and support of each other, they met the challenges of marriage and life, which was the foundation of their success. Bill graduated from Ryerson University in 1958 with a degree in business administration, which proved to be an asset in his daily business affairs. In 1961, Bill started to manufacture his own exercise equipment in the basement of their home on Windermere Avenue in Toronto. The business was registered at the time as York Barbell Equipment Company. In 1969, Bill left his full-time sales job at Exquisite Form Garments to dedicate the rest of his life manufacturing and selling York-branded exercise equipment. In 1970, he expanded his manufacturing to his first factory on 26th Street in Etobicoke, Ontario. This is where things really started to grow for York. Bill had started to produce the York vinyl weights, which went on to become a staple product that would be recognized around the world and still today. It was in the early 70s when Bill, at his factory, met Bob Hoffman, a longtime bodybuilder and fitness businessman and founder of York Barbell USA. Bill and Bob had a gentleman's handshake business agreement, which was York US could not sell into Canada and York Canada could not sell into the USA. In 1974, after York Barbell Canada had outgrown its Etobicoke location, Bill purchased his second manufacturing facility on Rangeview Road in Mississauga. This facility was 4 times the size and employed twice as many people. In 1978, Bill brought on his cousin Peter Halford as a partner. Sales continued to grow to the point that the Mississauga location could no longer accommodate the growth. So in 1979, Bill built his 200,000 square foot factory in Oakville, where York Barbell still operates today. Bill designed the factory and the layout to manufacture and warehouse product that were specific to York and York alone. Bill had it set up so that York Barbell was totally self-sufficient and non-reliant on outside resources other than the raw materials. At its peak, it was running 24 hours a day, 6 days a week with over 350 employees. What is special about this is that every piece of equipment, tool, or part used in manufacturing had to be unique to Bill's manufacturing requirements. Bill was the first person to design and develop the free-standing home gym, the York 2001, another benchmark item for York Barbell. Bill worked on the principle that we produce a superior product at a reasonable cost for the everyday person. Between 1985 and 2005, York Barbell products were sold in over 52 countries around the world. Bill proudly promoted his exercise equipment as being made in Canada. It was in 2005 when Bill and business partner Peter Halford bought York Barbell USA that Bob Hoffman had founded, obtaining the York trademark, thus truly giving them a global company and worldwide sales. It was in 2008 that partner Peter announced his retirement that led to Bill buying out Peter and thus owning the entire global operations himself as the sole owner. Bill was the leader and inspiration to everyone in the York Barbell Company, from family to employees to the corporation's management. Up to the time of his death, Bill was still totally involved with his company and was still seeking new challenges and opportunities. He was a tough man to work for and very demanding. His attitude was assuming everything was wrong until you're satisfied it is right. He expected from you the same as what he expected from himself. He was also kind and generous to a fault. He was two different people. Inside the office walls, it was all business, and outside the office walls, he was interested to know about you as a person, your family, and your life. He was a caring and generous man who took pleasure in anonymously helping people in need. It all started with Bill training with weights in his backyard and his passion as a bodybuilder, weightlifter, and competitor that helped shape the character, integrity, and dedication of Bill Irvine of York Barbell. Today, Bill Irvine's York Group of companies manufactures in Canada, the US, the UK, Taiwan, China, and expanding in 2023 to Poland and Vietnam. Bill manufactured and sold more Olympic barbells and plates than anyone in history. And tonight we honor him with this Lifetime Achievement Award.